Here we have tonight.
Yes, we do. The last 4 times Purdue's been ranked entering this building. They've lost 3 of them. Braden Smith, Trey Kaufman, Ren, Fletcher, Loyer. 3-3 all-time against Indiana.
Well, we'll see early on, John, just how much Purdue wants to go inside and test these Indiana bigs.
Smith short rebounding, something you're watching tonight.
Just the physicality that Clough and Kaufman-Ren bring to the table. And there's a total breakdown in that post trap. You have got to load up from the weak side. 2 on the ball, nobody home with Kaufman-Ren.
How much would you continue to just enter it into the paint?
I think Purdue, even though you've got a special player in Braden Smith, should try to go inside every time to start the game.
This is Sam Alexis. Had 6 blocks in the commanding win over Rutgers Friday. Indiana averages nearly 11 threes per game. They turn it over on the opening trip.
Well, really good at knowing the scouting report there. You're not leaving Connor Enright. You are going to stick with him and make him prove it.
Alexis was there to force a giveaway. They'll launch it from downtown. Nick Dorn has arrived.
He has been unconscious from 3 these last couple games. Dorn running so hard to the corner. Indiana getting out and running and finding their shooter.
The Elon transfer, Darren DeVries said he's been a revelation. Loyer, elbow. He has come in here before and been a hot shooter.
There is something about playing at Assembly Hall where Fletcher Loyer, whether it's from 3 or even his numbers, 5 of his 6 games, he's been in double figures. They love getting him going off that right-hand dribble handoff, and he finds his pull-up early on.
He's made his last 6 3-point attempts in this building. It's Braden Smith who has struggled at times in this building.
This is going to be something to watch for. Indiana, obviously, with their lack of size, they're going to double the post, but you've got just a total lack of awareness. Then off the turnover, Enright pushing the tempo, extra pass there. Dorn doing a great job of getting to the corner.
Tucker DeVries knocks it down.
That flare screen is a weapon right there. Clough saw it late. They switched it out. Tucker DeVries starting to find the rhythm. 38% from 3 over the last couple.
2,281 points. That's 3 behind Graham Ike for the active lead in college basketball. 10 on the shot clock. C.J. Cox makes them pay on the double.
But again, John, Indiana not ready to rotate. C.J. Cox has been struggling from the 3-point line, but you give him an open look like that. Really good offense by Purdue, and it's generated again by throwing it inside. Got to be careful with Wilkerson. He loves to slip out of those screens. Purdue going to have to really communicate.
Shot clock at 7. DeVries again. They brought contest. He was short. Enright comes down with it. Another kick out. The threes are flying for the Hoosiers. It's Dorn. Kaufman-Ren with a skip pass over to Smith. Oh, what a start.
That's a phenomenal pass, though, from Trey Kaufman-Ren. Again, you've got 2 on the ball. Indiana better at rotating that time, but that's 3 passes away. Skips it across the floor, and Braden Smith, who struggled shooting from 3 in this building, gets one to go early on.
He's at 53% from beyond the arc in Big Ten play.
He has been on fire.
And a whistle, and it's going back to the Boilers.
Well, there are threes flying everywhere right now. Indiana getting a second chance here. You got Connor Enright finding his shooter. Both these teams have combined 4 of 5 from 3 early on.
Darren DeVries knows what tonight means. He said, I got asked at every football game, every tailgate, you gonna beat Purdue? He said, we're embracing it. For Indiana, it'd be their biggest win if they ever broke through. No quad 1 victories. TKR in and out. Wilkerson with a board. Wilkerson averaging over 22 per game in Big Ten play as Kaufman-Ren commits a foul. We pause for a few moments. It's Indiana. It's Purdue meeting 222. We're just getting started from Bloomington.
It doesn't matter about the rankings. You know, you could be the #1 ranked team in the country and come in here. This is not an easy place to play.
This one means so much to Matt Painter, too, because, oh, his dad went to Indiana, a brother, a cousin, an uncle.
Well, he's been very open about growing up going to a lot of Indiana basketball games.
Absolutely. As Wilkerson misses. Today, Robbie, he was running through the 1987 NCAA tournament. He went to every game in that tournament and named the box scores by name.
Yeah, he's got a special ability in baseball and Indiana high school basketball. That doesn't surprise me at all.
As terrific run at Drake, year at West Virginia. He knows his team is challenged on the interior, and he knows we've got to spread people out and bury it from downtown.
Well, and the three-point line is the ultimate equalizer. When you're shooting 52% of your shots from there, you can get hot in a hurry.
And right. In and out, rebound to Jacobson.
It'll be interesting to see how much Purdue guards him. You know, Iowa just kind of left him alone, dared him to shoot. He has made teams pay. Maryland, Washington, something to watch for.
Fletcher, Loyer on the take. He was long.
Nice job there by Indiana's defense of not giving up an angle and making Loyer score that over the top. I love the flares that Indiana is setting. Those are hard to deal with.
Reed Bailey is stuck. Jacobson stood him up. Shot clock down to 10. Here's Enright, the DePaul transfer. Down to 7 for Enright. It's at 4. Wilkerson heaves. Tipped around, and it belongs to the Boilers. How about Purdue's defense?
Well, and just Indiana kind of lets them off the hook there. You know, you get a little bit of action early on with the flare screen, then Reed Bailey picks up his dribble at the block, and Connor Enright's just kind of dribbling around in no man's land for a while. Not Indiana's best stuff there.
Started 2 of 2, 1 of 4 since. Loyer. Loyer's made his last 6 3-point attempts in this building. Off on this one, but an extra opportunity.
Good back tap there by Daniel Jacobson.
An entry for Jacobson, but they turned it over. A second Boiler giveaway. Indiana had dropped 4 in a row before heading to Rutgers Friday. An 82-59 win. 15 threes. Shot clock at 10. Wilkerson got a step. Collision.
No.
Wilkerson to the deck. It's a block. All but 10 of his field goal attempts entering the night come from downtown. We're going to get a foul here on Clough. That is his first. That's the interesting dimension to this game tonight, Robbie, because Purdue loses Saturday. They fell to 132-5 under Matt Painter when they score 80+ and shoot at least 50%.
I mean, they played well offensively. They just couldn't guard him.
Wilkerson. Meyer, Kaufman, Wren, Clough, Loyer, and Cox for the Boilers. Into Clough. South Dakota State transfer. He is our tough man, says Matt Painter.
Oh, he traveled.
Yes, he did, and that's a 6th Purdue turnover. They're doubling up Indiana in that column.
And an interesting adjustment there, John. That time, Indiana not bringing the double team. So just kind of digging and keeping Sam Alexis down there on an island, but it worked to get the stop.
Enright driving. Meyer was all over DeVries. Wilkerson! Alexis couldn't corral.
But a really good offensive possession. Touch the paint, extra pass. You'll take that shot from Wilkerson every day of the week.
And Darren DeVries said that tonight. He goes, if we're going to win this game, we better not abandon paint touches.
You're going to shoot threes, but you've got to get to the paint to draw the defense, and then you can spray it out from there.
10 on the shot clock. Kaufman Wren. Meyer tries. Clough is fouled by Alexis. That's his second.
He was so effective in the Rutgers game. You mentioned the block shots, but also the rebounding, and giving Indiana a presence down low. That's a massive development here in this game.
Well, that forces Reed Bailey back in as Meyer steps off for Loyer. Fletcher Loyer trying to snap out of a recent shooting skid, 3 for his last 15 entering the night. Down to 10.
That inverted pick and roll that Indiana likes, Purdue likes, but Indiana handled it.
Kaufman ran. How about his ability to make all of those different shots?
Well, and you know, you always talk about how he wants to get left shoulder, but there he goes to the right. You could still use your right hand, but that's a nice counter because the defense is sitting on that left.
8th lead change already. Enright attacks to Bailey.
Oh, man. The vision, though, from Connor Enright to throw that up and find Reed Bailey cutting to the basket.
Loyer. Fletcher, Loyer, cash.
Great screen from Oscar Clough right there. We've talked about Indiana's flares. Well, this time Purdue utilizing it. Oscar Clough finding a body, and Fletcher Loyer knocks one down from the perimeter.
And for Purdue, their 3rd 3. And now Smith diving to the floor. Braden Smith with a hustle play.
2nd steals, so you know he's going to be active around the ball defensively. He is having a monster season. His performance in Big Ten play has been spectacular.
Cox, elbow. It's good. C.J. Cox. Timeout. Darren DeVries.
Scoring over the last 6. He has looked for his own offense. He's still assisted at a high rate over that stretch. Just a big-time player.
27 against Illinois. 11 of 16 from the floor. Bailey with the left hand.
That was really well done there. You've got Clough in the drop, but Enright read it perfectly. 44% of Enright's possessions end in an assist. That's the highest rate in the Big Ten and the 2nd highest rate in college basketball.
Ten on the shot clock for Loyer. They've entered it a number of times to either Clough or Kaufman run right around this position. It's at 3. Clough on an island. A spin move. Couldn't hit the bunny.
Reed Bailey hung in there. Clough trying to keep that pivot foot there. Indiana wanted to travel, but defense wins out.
Wilkerson.
When he comes off handoffs or screens, and if you're not there, he is terrifying from the three-point line. 12 games of 3 threes or more, 7 of 5 or more. He gets it going, look out.
Loyer on the most fouls in the Big Ten. Indiana sub 200 in the country in fouling. As Loyer is short, DeVries has it. A basket here. And folks, assembly is going to hit its highest level. Wilkerson, DeVries.
He did it twice.
And there's that note. This Indiana team.
But they were doing so well, too.
Yeah.
We talked about how they hadn't done it.
Loyer spins off. And here comes IU.
A heck of a rebound from Wilkerson there.
On an 8-0 run, Wilkerson with 44 points earlier this season. Program record 10 made threes. Bailey. Jacobson trying to guard him. Bailey beats him. 10-0 run. A good shot.
Utilizing that pivot, Daniel Jacobson is one of the better shot blockers in the Big Ten. Reed Bailey has had some real issues finishing around the rim. Looked okay right there.
Jacobson lost it. This place ready to explode. Wilkerson is long. with the offensive board. Miles. Yes, sir! How can you not love college basketball? Smith with a silencer.
Boy, what an answer right there. You get Braden Smith, a really good screen set there by Kaufman-Renn, and Smith just flows into that pull-up. And on the other end, how about Josiah Miles shooting 16% from three and making one in this game?
This is third of the entire season. He was 2 of 12 from three before that. Wilkerson kick, DeVries, in and out. They're on the offensive glass. Somebody's down for Purdue. It was Loyer, and he gets up.
Indiana's given a heck of an effort on the offensive boards right now.
They've got 5. Braden Smith again short. Tipped around. Wilkerson's got it. Wilkerson went by everybody. Flight number 3. He pulled up in the last moment. 15-2. Hoosier run. Matt Painter wants a timeout. This place is out of its mind. Just think, Robbie, what a difference a week could make for Indiana.
No
we had
question.
them in Ann Arbor. They couldn't find anything.
Well, think about how big those shots going down for Tucker DeVries was. I mean, he looks like a different player from the slump he was in.
Alexis had the 2 fouls in the first half. We didn't see much of him. Connor Enright keeps it going. Enright, just a 28% three-point shooter.
Well, Purdue was totally lost there. Matt Painter looked at the bench and just threw up his hands. Connor Enright is balling in this game, whether he's making plays for others or they're getting his first bucket of the night.
7 assists as well. Kaufman-Renn keeps it rolling.
And Purdue wise to go inside because that is where their advantage is. They've got to guard Tucker DeVries on the other end, but he's got to check Trey Kaufman-Renn. That's not an easy fight for him.
Kaufman-Renn leads everybody with 9. DeVries to Alexis. He was stripped.
Boy, good hands. C.J. Cox was late on that, but those active hands saved the day.
Painter calls Cox his best defender. 5 on the shot clock. DeVries. DeVries got a step. He's short. Cox is there with the rebound, the little things.
Good defense from Oscar Clough there. He got ISO'd with Wagler a ton. He wins that battle with DeVries.
Clough on an island. Well, they bring the double. They went single man. Clough with the left hand. Can't get the friendly bounce. And over the back.
Boy, Tucker DeVries is battling down there. You're just trying to not give ground. Purdue clearly a concerted effort to get this ball inside. But on the other end, Oscar Clough, much like in that Illinois game over the weekend, finds himself on a perimeter player. You force him into a tough step-back jumper. That was pretty well defended from Clough.
Indiana at 9 triples. They average 11 a game in Big Ten play as Wilkerson hits it from the elbow. And Purdue, Robbie, is disjointed on this end.
Yes, they are. Purdue with a little bit of a late switch there, and that's just lining one up for Wilkerson over the top of Clough, getting the matchup he likes.
Gave up 88, and now they turn it over. That's an 8th turnover by the Boilers.
For a team with the experience level of Purdue, it's been a very disjointed effort here in this game. Wilkerson making that pull-up, and this feels like Indiana, a couple buckets here. They could run away with this thing.
This was an Indiana team that led Nebraska by 16 at one point in this building. And Darren DeVries said, that's when we saw what we can be.
Well, their thing has been playing a full 40.
That's a foul on DeVries.
Well, Clough broke the backboard with that shot. Oh, my goodness. Trey Kaufman-Renn and Tucker DeVries. Boy, Kaufman-Renn is... Now, he's getting fouled from the back there by DeVries, but you see Kaufman-Renn, he's active clamping down there.
Loyer catch and shoot. They needed it.
They have to have their best players play like it. You think about Fletcher, Loyer, Trey Kaufman-Renn, Braden Smith. They played in so many big games. Under out of bounds. That screening action gets Fletcher Loyer a great look.
Give Braden Smith his 500th career assist in Big Ten play. The Big Ten assist king. 133 shy of the all-time record. Alexis pass clock.
That's another great play from Enright. Drive the baseline, help comes over, set the table for your big.
Indiana shooting 52%. Loyer. Clough on the offensive glass. DeVries just snatched it. Indiana, no quad one wins. They want to change it tonight. That's in and out as Clough corrals.
Boy, the effort by Braden Smith to get into the vision of Dorn, though. It's a little play, but it's an important one.
Cox buries it.
That's a massive
Cox.
Swing right there, John, because it looks like Dorn's going to have an open look. Braden Smith gets into the vision. And off that missed three, Purdue opportunistic, and they get one in the corner.
And how about CJ Cox, the sophomore, doing it on both ends to get this back to 10. Dorn is short. Clough's there.
Well, Purdue has had a better sense of urgency at getting to the shooters here. These last couple possessions, they've gotten into the vision. They've gotten in the open floor.
What a dime from Braden Smith to TKR, and just like that, it's back to single digits.
Yeah, Purdue playing with a little bit of pace. They've gotten some stops. It's allowed them to get out and go.
Purdue, they're no stranger to getting tested. Strength of schedule, top 10. This team's still among the nation's best in quadrant one wins, 7 on the timer. And we're getting a foul on just needs 16 assists to become the 6th in the history of college basketball to have 100 dishes in the history of the Big Dance. He just keeps rewriting history.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. You think about the importance of making a deep run to get the number of games, but he's played well in those. Well, I just don't love that shot. Wilkerson, you got Jacobson on an island. I'd just rather see him drive him and put a lot of pressure on that Purdue defense.
What'd you say about Indiana? Can they put a full 40 together? They're one to go through droughts.
And what a response here by Purdue. Their defense has gotten some stops. Their offense starting to find a little bit of rhythm. Indiana needs to get back on track here. Got to keep touching the paint. Good things have happened for the Hoosiers when they've got the drive to the painted area.
And Braden Smith is heating up, and now Indiana turns it over.
Jakari Harris saw that the whole way from that backside.
This senior class for Purdue, 3-3 all-time against IU. They know if they want to finish over 500 against the Hoosiers in their career, they need a season sweep as Kaufman-Renn has it. Kaufman-Renn is fouled. 2 more.
Kind of carving in there on Reed Bailey. Yeah, that is not a foul. In this type of game, that can't be called.
Purdue scored 7 straight. Bailey, backcourt left open Wilkerson.
That's what I'm talking about, though. He can score as a cutter and be active off the basketball. It's not just the three-point shooting. It's a terrific cutter.
That was deflected off the leg of Jacobson. Another Purdue turnover, their 9th. Indiana has assisted on 14 of their 18 made field goals. Bailey has had a big night. That time Jacobson said no. Here's Braden Smith. Smith was stripped by Enright. They keep it into Jacobson. Jacobson with a size advantage. He can't cash in. Bailey with a stop.
They've asked Reed Bailey to be more physical, and he has certainly delivered that in this game. That Painter wanted a foul. He thought he overdid it.
Enright turned it over. Their 6th. Loyer just lost his footing. You're right. It's 19 from downtown.
The fact that he's only shooting 29% in Big Ten play. You think about how many big shots he's made over the course of his career.
There's just no way that'll continue. The law of averages for how.
Well, DeVries saw it earlier in the year, right? Like,
Well said.
And when you're going through it, you're feeling like, when am I going to make one again? But then you see the ball go through, you get your confidence back, and everything changes.
Dorn. How about Nick Dorn?
How about the way he was able to avoid Braden Smith, who came over to stop the drive? Dorn, not a guy that's looking for all that many twos, but the way he shot it, he can be opportunistic with those closeouts.
It's a basketball roar now at Indiana University. Now foul from
Stat 16-12. That's a game changer in this one.
because, as we said, their defense has not been a strong suit.
No, especially from two.
What can Purdue do?
I mean, your best players have to play like your best players. They've gone ice cold from three. It's got to be Braden Smith, Fletcher, Loyer, Trey Kaufman-Renn. You got to play through those guys. They got to make some things happen here.
Kaufman-Renn, teardrop.
He's made that shot at such a high level over the course of the last 2 years. And it, little pocket pass, get Trey Kaufman-Renn in the short roll. They've done that a ton over the course of their careers.
Sellersburg, Indiana native, one of 10 combined from these two teams to hail from Indiana. 222nd meeting between these two teams.
Boy, the communication from Purdue, that doesn't go in, but that's a butchered switch there. They're very fortunate.
Smith, another floor burn. It belongs to Purdue because Braden Smith is relentless.
Little two-man action here. You got Trey Kaufman-Renn setting it. It's a really nice pass there for Braden Smith, and UKR has made that a ton over the course of these 2 seasons.
Kaufman-Renn all the way with authority.
That's a total breakdown by Indiana there. There's nobody on the weak side. Purdue might have found something here with that two-man game.
Fletcher will stay with Indiana. Trey Kaufman-Renn is finding something.
You got 2 on the ball. Cy Miles, man, that ball's going away from you. I know C.J. Cox can really shoot, but Trey Kaufman-Renn is getting 100% shot at the rim.
They break right through the pressure. A long attempt, and Smith corrals. Here comes Braden Smith. Boilers trying to get back within single digits. Mentor tries and connects. That's a big one for Jack Mentor.
How about the redshirt freshman stepping in out of the trail and drilling a big one right there for Purdue?
7 straight to get within a touchdown for Purdue. Shot clock is at 8. Nick Dorn. Dorn drives, and he got fouled. He'll go on the line for a pair after this timeout.
Well, Jack Bentor just 2 of 9 from 3 over the last 3 games. It's off of 1 pass. That's a shot that takes some guts to take, and Purdue trying to find their way back into this one on the road at Assembly Hall.
Snoring, gasping, feeling exhausted. Wake up to Zepbound, the first and only prescription medicine that improves moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, in adults with obesity. A breakthrough treatment that significantly reduces breathing interruptions during sleep. After taking Zepbound for just 1 year, many people had no OSA symptoms. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type.
Didn't do last year, and his field goal attempts certainly are down. But over the last couple games, he's been efficient. You know, he's been able to with what he's gotten touch-wise, he's been able to convert at a high level.
What's this game mean beyond the bragging rights? Indiana greatly needs it for their resume.
No
and
question.
Tonight, right on the bubble. Wilkerson is on.
Well, I love the shot. Simple pin down. Lamar Wilkerson gets a good look. You'll take that every day.
And for Purdue, trying to snap out of the tough week.
There it was again. Now you've got the matchup. Indiana going to have to bring some help.
Somebody is out there. It's Smith. He's short. Tipped out to Alexis.
Good recognition there, though, by the Hoosiers. That Connor Enright needed somebody there with Trey Kaufman-Renn. Then you rotate out of it.
No made field goals for Indiana in close to 4 minutes. Wilkerson averaging 22 per game in Big Ten play. Kicking, corner three. It's long. Another stop for the Boilers.
Sisley now 0 for his last 11 from the field. He has gone ice cold the last 4 games.
Kaufman
I don't like that shot.
Yeah, that was awkward. So Purdue has heated up the defense. Indiana doesn't have a made field goal in over 4 minutes. Purdue's only been able to hover around 7 or 8 points to get this lead down. Shot clock is down to 8.
A lot of standing around here.
And right.
That was going nowhere.
Way off. It'll stay with Indiana with 0.6.
It did in position to win. But now you got a tough one on the road against your rival, and you never know what's going to happen in this building. That's where I think the UCLA game really burns you. That's a great play.
Into Kaufman-Renn.
You duck in Kaufman-Renn. You've got Braden Smith. He's come off a million dribble handoffs with that zoom action. And you're faking the DHO, and you're going right inside.
The 2 Purdue losses last week, they led at the final media timeout. Led at UCLA by 6 with less than 2 minutes to go. Now they're trying to reverse course and be the comeback kids tonight. Wilkerson isn't having it. Back to 10.
That jab step just totally lost C.J. Cox.
Kaufman-Renn can't collect.
Got a good look, though. You clear out that side. He spins back to what he wants, his right hook.
They're starting to feel it here at Assembly Hall. Darren DeVries looking for his first signature win. Down to 10. It's at 7. DeVries. Wilkerson attacks. He can't hit.
How about the verticality there from Jacobson?
Oh, behind the back by Smith. Now Smith connects for 3. Braden Smith is big time.
You can execute better over the last 4:26. But Braden Smith just blew up that pin down right there.
Shot clock at 10. Here's DeVries. Bailey spinning, stuck. It's at 3. It's been elite defense. Nick Dorn off and tipped out for a stop.
What a possession there by Purdue, though. It started with Braden Smith, but everybody doing their job on that trip.
Venter is long. Caroline Pineda listening to Matt Painter's huddle. What did he say?
Well, guys, Matt Painter told me at halftime we have to be tougher in that huddle. Part of his message was be strong. And that senior class of Braden Smith, Fletcher Loyer, and Trey Kaufman-Renn, extremely vocal in these huddles. You see the leadership and also how much this game means to that senior class, guys.
A senior class that has 104 wins. 5th in Purdue history. We're going to get a foul. It's the 7th on the team. Can't hit it. Purdue with 1 timeout, Indiana with 3, both coaches with their challenge. Of course, you need a timeout to use the challenge. Kaufman-Renn kicking, Cox from the corner. Offensive rebound. Venter with a big offensive board. Smith trying to play the 2-man game. Kaufman-Renn with the advantage, and he is fouled.
For the patience.
Indiana's led for 28 minutes. Lamar Wilkerson with 10. Wilkerson with 8. He threw it away.
Boy, Indiana has not scored in almost 2:30 here. They're 1 for their last 8 from the field. The offense has totally dried up. They've left the door open for Purdue.
Seventh turnover by Indiana. You could feel it from Darren DeVries trying to get his team to move on. Kaufman-Renn was short, trying to play volleyball. Tipped around. Hoosiers have
highest level. How about the fact that Tucker DeVries goes into a game with as big as Purdue's front court is and gets 10 rebounds? That's toughness right there.
Here we go, 10 on the shot
Boy,
clock.
active by
They turn it
C.J.
over.
Cox.
Braden Smith comes up with it. Kaufman-Renn.
Boy, a little helter-skelter there, but now Purdue pulls it out and runs their half-court offense.
Smith driving. Braden Smith, it's a 2-point game.
But the maturity to not panic and not force it there. That ball is really loose, and then Purdue just goes and steals an easy one.
Indiana led by 14 with 9:54 on the clock. It's down to 2. And right.
What a time.